YAHUSHA. This is Watchman Yahshay. What was the countdown for? YAHUSHA. This is Watchman Yahshay with Guillotine Productions. We live at Yum Taruah, the day of Trumpets, feast day. Just about to get started. Man, it's just been an amazing year so far, man. Just in YAHUAH, man. The testimonies, man. That's another thing I want to do is share some amazing testimonies, just how good YAHUAH is. But right now we're gonna just lead into some worship. Go into the worship service and just lift up YAHUAH. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who got us this far, right? So we just lifting up the name of all names, YAHUAH, YAHUSHA, King of the universe forever. So before we do, we'll lead in Abbas Palal, and then we'll go into just praise and worship to YAHUAH. Abinu, Shabah Shamayim, Ya Kadashemka, Tabamahutka, Ya Asha Rasunka, Oretz Asherna, Asha Ashmaim, Ten Lanu Hayam Laham Huken, Utashmanu, Hatashmatenu, Salakim, Kim Salaknu, Asha Asmulanu. Ualta Bilanula de Masa, Kaham Hasalenu Manhara, Telekan Hamalaka, Ahagabura, Ahatiparat, Leo Lemim, Urukata Adonai Yahweh Alahenu Melech Halam, Aman. Our Father, who lives in heaven, Kadesh is your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the esteem forever. Exalted are you, O YAHUAH, King of the universe forever. So be it. All right, Jimmy. Yeah. Bring us on in. Palestine, YAHUAH.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Y'all bear with me. The voice ain't up to par today, but we're going to rock anyways for the steam of y'all. You know what I mean?
We're going to sing along too, man. We're going to lift up our voices to YAHUAH.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what it's about.
Hallelujah.
Everything you call me to be and more.
esteem to Yahuwah.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.
Anybody else have a song on?
Hallelujah.
Nobody. I'm saying one. Jimmy, you catch me. You know I croon. I know what I'm saying. But yeah, all esteem to Yahuwah, man. Yah, hey 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 Yah. Thank you, Yah, for giving me another day to live. Yeah, to the Yah, for blessing my family. Yeah, to the Yah, for lending me your mercies. Ooh, yeah, to the Yah, to the Yah, to the Yah, to the Yah, I could be homeless without a home. I could be stranded and all alone. I could be lifeless, my ruach all gone. But you saved me and you gave me a chance.
Sir.
Yah, you loved me like no other can. Oh, praise him for the times we couldn't stand. Praise him even if you can't stand. 'Cause we could be in another land. Times at hand, yeah. To the Yah, for giving me another day to live, yeah. To the Yah, for blessing my family, hey, yeah. To the Yah, for lending me your mercies, yeah. To the Yah, to the Yah, to the Yah, to the Yah, Sometimes this life just don't feel good at all. But you sent me your comforter to make me strong. And he's always there for me. He's been all along. And he takes me, he reached out his hand. And he does things that no other can.
Hallelujah.
Oh, praise him every time you get a chance. Praise him even if you can't stand. 'Cause we could be in another land. Times at hand, yeah. To the Yah, for giving me another day to live, yeah. To the Yah, for sending me your mercies, yeah. To the Yah, for blessing my family, yeah. To the Yah, 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 for giving me another day to live, yeah. To the Yah, for blessing me and my family. I thank you, Yah, for giving me your mercy. I thank you, Yah. I thank you, Yah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Heart, to the Yah, man. Just lifting him up, man. Thanking him every day, man, for just what he done, man. He got us to the 7th month, first day of the 7th month, man, according to YAHUAH. In the day of trumpets, man, we signing these trumpets, loud blasts, and anybody who is coming out of Christianity, out of paganism, this would be the perfect time for you to get you some fireworks and make some blasting, because it's the day of blasting. So you don't have to get rid of the fireworks. You just apply them to the day of blasting. Make you some noise for YAHUAH. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, do anybody else got a song on their live they want to sing? Just lift up YAHUAH, man. Just sing to Abba for just what he done for us, man. We just lifting him up and just praising him for just the goodness. And I'm gonna be short today, man. What YAHUAH put on me, man. And just be ready. You know, that's all it is. Just be ready, man, because he's coming soon. And we'll chop it up about that soon. But anybody got a song on their heart?
Come on, Mark.
Oh, Mark, I thought you said blow it.
I say trees agree.
Just bust out something like that.
If y'all got something on y'all. If y'all got something on y'all, hit something.
All right, but as we going through, man, this is just a feast, man. As we go through, you know, just lifting up YAHUAH, and even after, man, we're gonna be just worshiping, man. And we ain't gonna stay long, but just about his coming, I wanna first go. We can go to Shemut or Exodus 19. That's where I'm going. You already know. Already 19. And how he comes, because you know a lot of times, you know, we've heard throughout all Christianity he's coming. He's soon to return. And he was just, I was asking him, I was like, what do you want me to say? You know, how do you want me to present? What you want me to do for his trumpets? He was like, tell him I'm coming, but this is what he told me. He said, everybody, the wickedness is increasing even the more so, and we see it. You know, they just legalized bestiality in Sweden. You can marry an animal if you want to. You know, Canada does it. You know, as long as there's no penetration, you can marry animals. We see wickedness just increasing. So, you know, I asked YAHUAH, well, you know, how do you present that you coming in another way? You know, that people like, you know, hey, we done heard this a long time. You heard it in Christianity, heard it. But this is what he said, 1,000 years is but a day in YAHUAH. And I was like, wow. So all this time, we still hadn't got to that day of visitation. That when he comes, this trumpet that we listening for, it could be during the Feast of Trumpets. You know what I'm saying? These feasts that we're keeping are representative of what he's actually going to do. So when he says he's returning, what he's doing, man, he ain't worried at all. He's sitting back and allowing the wickedness just to increase, because he said it. You know, the love of many shall wax cold because of lawlessness. So the wickedness that we see on Haaretz, man, is just because, you know, he's preparing the atmosphere, because at the same time while he's doing that, he waking us up. Me and Abba was talking about that the other day. There is no way that dudes from the street can be talking about the tongue and rejoicing over the scriptures and the compassion that YAHUSHA had and how he came for us and died for us. Man, and when you look at the dudes that we left in the streets, that we going back to them, but we left them in the streets, they ain't talking about this type of stuff. They're not even thinking about this type of stuff. So it was the root that woke us up to this truth. Right. This is a gift in itself, to know that we're sitting at a table feasting with YAHUAH on his appointed time. This is an honor.
I just got off the phone with a guy named Bunyamin, and he was talking about how his ancestors were dark people from the Philippines, and how YAHUAH expunged he said he a 2-time felon.
Wow.
And he ain't no more.
Man. Hallelujah. Man. And, you know, and sharing that truth with people, man, you know, throughout this week I've been sharing the truth with Gordon LeBon and things like that about, you know, what they have misunderstood as the book. You know, and YAHUAH just gave me a different outlook, man, of just how we present ourselves to these people, you know, because they've been deceived by that King James Bible. You know, so a lot of people, when they read it in there, they think that's actually the truth, you know, because of the words and the things that's presented, it looks as such. But, you know, like what you was talking about, the people in the Philippines, that's funny that came up because me and my mom was talking about people in the Philippines, and they have a idol they worship called the Black Nazarene. They actually do a festival to the Black Nazarene. It's actually Catholic worship, but it's Philippine. He black. So the guy showed me his scars. He had rope scars around his neck, and this is what he said happened. He said, you know, when you're carrying that idol, if it leans over to one side, it'll pull people up and hang them and everything. He said we lose 7 to 10 people a year just from carrying the idol to celebrate the Black Nazarene. And he showed me his scars, and he said that's what happened to me. It pulled me up, but the rope snapped, and he had marks around his neck, man, worshiping his idol. That's how deceived people around the world are. You get what I'm saying? And for us to be knowing his name now, hearing his voice now, reading the word with understanding now, that's nothing light, man. That's not something that we should take for granted when we come together in fellowship, because we are serving the greatest thing that we could ever encounter. And hallelujah. So I'm not gonna take much time on this right here. But this is what I wanna touch on. Man. Let's go to Shammut 19 and 10, because I just want to talk about his coming and how it's always related to these trumpets and these sounds and these blastings. And you know, you got other religions that's taught that those trumpets are silent, that JC has already came, but it was in the invisible. You know, you hear so many doctrines, but what is the actual truth? And YAHUAH said unto Moshe, this is 19 and 10, go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes and be ready against the third day. For the third day YAHUAH will come down in the sight of all the people on Mount Cynay. And you shall set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to yourselves, that you go not up to the mount, nor touch the border of it. Whosoever touches the mount shall surely be put to death. There shall not a hand touch it. He shall surely be stoned or shot through. Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the shofar sounds long, and it shall come up on the mount. I'm going to show you that even this was a prophecy that was supposed to happen. So they had to wait until this day. And we're going to look at that. So what I'm telling you is, just because he had not returned yet, ready yourself. Evaluate yourself. Because even this right here was a prophecy of what was to come. Just like we have received the prophecy of his coming. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And we'll go to what we call the YAHUSHA later, but I'm going to show you this. Man. And Moshe went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified out the people and washed their clothes. And said to the people, be ready. Be ready against the third day. Come not at your women. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning, on the Bukar, that there were the thunders and lightnings, a thick cloud upon the mount, the voice of a shofar exceeding loud. Huh?
Run it.
Boy, boy, boy. They heard that exceeding loud. Man, you know that one ShabaYAH Yum shofar, that thing probably
Right. All the folks.
some treble and bass in that boy. And so all the people that was in the camp trembled. But he told you to be ready. See what I'm saying? The day of Yahuwah to the world that ain't ready is going to be a very fearful thing. That day is going to be a terrible, terrible thing. But to the Kadashim, to those who are called out and who wait for one, it's going to be a beautiful sight. Beautiful thing. Man, hallelujah. Man, hallelujah. And Moshe brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with Elohim. And they stood at the nether part of the mount. And Mount Cynay was altogether on a smoke, because YAHUAH descended upon it in fire. and the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. And when the voice of the shofar sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Yahshua spoke, and Elohim answered him by a voice. Wow. And YAHUAH came down from upon Mount Cynay on the top of the mount, and YAHUAH called Yahshua up to the top of the mount, and Yahshua went up. And YAHUAH said unto Yahshua, go down, charge the people, lest they break through unto our YAHUAH to gaze, and many of them perished. They were not ready to look upon him, to gaze upon him, to see him. Because we have already talked about this. Only the righteous shall see YAHUAH. You are not ready. If you are not ready to see him, you do not want to look upon him. You are not ready. You must prepare yourself to be ready and be Kadash. And let the priests also, which come near to our YAHUAH, sanctify themselves, lest YAHUAH break forth upon them. Boy, boy, boy. And Yahshua said unto our YAHUAH, the people cannot come up to the Mount Sinai, for you charged us, saying, set bounds about the mount and sanctify it. And YAHUAH said unto him, away, get you down, and you shall come up, you and Aharon with you. But let not the priests and the people break through to come up to our YAHUAH, lest he break forth upon them. So Yahshua went down to the people and spoke to them. And you know, if you have done any reading and studying, that's when the 10 Commandments is given. But I'm going to show you this prophecy of him coming down. This was already prophesied thousands of years before this happened. Man, bro. Boy, boy, boy. Man. Let's go. This is the Sapara, or the book of Hanuk, or Enoch, chapter 1, verse 1. The word of the Barakah of Hanuk, or Enoch, as he Baruch, the elect and the righteous, who were to exist in a time of trouble, rejecting all unrighteousness and wicked. Hanuk, a righteous man, with whom Elohim had answered and spoke. What happened with Moshe? He spoke to him by a voice and he answered it. Same thing. When you righteous, you can talk to him. That's what we leave. Now, this is what I'm trying to show you, what YAHUAH was trying to give it. These books are great. The translations and things we see, the shofar, it's bringing the real name out. These books are great. But how can you get deeper? You have to have his rule. You have to be Kadash in him. You have to walk with him and be hearing his voice so that he can lead you. Me and I be talking about that today as well. But being led by him is more greater than anything. Because being led by him, you know for a fact you hear his voice. My sheep hear my what? Voice. And a stranger they will not follow. This is what YAHUSHA taught. It's hearing his voice and being sensitive to his voice. And while his eyes were open, he saw a Kadash vision from the Shamayim. This the Malakim showed me. From them I heard all things and understood, and I saw that which will not take place in this generation, but a generation that is to succeed at a distant period on account of the elect. Wow. Sound like YAHUSHA talking. Upon their account I spoke and conversed with him, who will go forth from his habitation. So he spoke on account of the elect, for those he knew that YAHUAH would choose at a later time. Boy, boy, boy. Who will go forth from his habitation, the Kadash and Mighty One, the Elohim of the world, who will hereafter tread upon Mount Sinai. Look at the prophecy that I just read to you being fulfilled. Right there in the book of Hanuk. Now they had to wait to get there, but it still was going to happen, right? See, though the prophecy lasts and tarries and doesn't appear to you yet, it's still going to happen. If you believe this book, you believe that it will happen to you. He will appear with his hosts and be manifested in the strength and his power from Shamayim. All shall be afraid. What happened? We read. All the people were terrified and trembled. Man, man, man. And the watchers be terrified. Great fear and trembling shall seize them.
Even to the ends of Haaretz, the lofty mountains shall be troubled. The exalting hearers depressed, melting like a honeycomb in the flame. The earth shall be immersed, and all things which in it perish. Now watch this. The prophecy, he came to Cynay, but it still didn't fulfill the rest of this. It's kind of like YAHUSHA. Everybody was waiting for him to come, and when he came, they thought it was this right here again.
Yeah.
That's why the demon said, have you come to torment us before our time? See, just because he's coming, it doesn't mean it's all fulfilled yet. So even in his coming again, when we see him again, there's 1,000 years that we reign with him in peace before he fulfills it again. So that lets you know that YAHUAH is working on his own time. You can't move his hand. You can't force his hand. He knows the world is getting more evil. He know they got men's dresses now. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? He knows Malik Yoba said that bisexual women love bisexual men and are looking to marry bisexual men because that makes the marriage better. He knows this. So just because the temple of Satan has erected a statue with kids looking up to him to honor him, people are being moved by that, but YAHUAH is not moved because he knows throughout time this stuff has happened and he's still coming. He's still, that's what Trumpets is. That's what Trumpets is for us, to know that when that thing sounds long, it's time. And we must be ready against that day. We are preparing now to be ready against that day. It's not playing with it. We done passed through Christianity now. Yeah, that was a lie. But it still did not make his word of none effect. His word is true. What every man makes up and fabricates and add to and translate, that's fine. But his word still stands. Man, hallelujah. The earth shall be immersed, and all things which in it perish, and while judgment shall come upon all, even upon all the righteous. But to them shall he give shalom. Man, because that means, watch this, you don't escape the tribulation. That kills the rapture. If the righteous is going to witness it too, that kills flying up out of here somewhere. That's foolishness anyway. And we believed it at some point. But to them shall he give shalom, and he shall guard the elect, and towards them exercise clemency. Mercy. Well, this is a judge right here, the great judge. And then shall all belong to Elohim and be glad, and Baruch and the splendor of Elohim shall illuminate them. I'm about done. Behold, he comes with 10,000s of his kedushim. You see this in the book of Yehuda or the book of Jude. But they took it out and said Hanuk didn't even supposed to be in here. But you hear this same thing. To execute judgment on them, to destroy the wicked, and reprove all the corner for everything which the crime-filled and wicked have done and committed against him. And all who are in the Shemayim know what is transaction, that they are Kadash luminaries, change not their paths, each rises and sets regularly, everyone his proper period, without transgressing the command. So every time we see this earth operating, it's operating on the Torah, on commandments of YAHUAH. It's us that's left it. This is what he's talking about. They behold Haaretz and understand that there is what is transacted from the beginning to the end of it, that every work of Elohim is invariable in the period of his appearance. They behold summer and winter, and the whole Haaretz is full of mayim, and that the cloud, the dew, and the rain refresh it. They consider and behold every tree, how it appears to wither, and every leaf to fall off, except 14 trees, this is science, which are not deciduous, which wait from the old to appearance of the new for 2 or 3 winters. Again, they consider the days of the summer, that the sun is upon it and its very beginning, while you seek for a covered and shady spot on account of the burning sun, while the earth is scorched up with fervent heat, and you become incapable of walking either upon the ground or upon the rocks in consequence of that. And if you read 6, he tells you about all the way the earth flows, and then says, why you, O man, don't come subject? If all the earth obeys, why you don't come subject? So I'm going to close it out with this, man, because I know we ready to feast, man, and worship some more. But I want to share this right quick. This is 1 Thessalonians. And this is our Shaul, who they call Apostle Paul, man. You got to understand what he's talking about because he know what that Torah said. Let's go. Let's do 4, and then I'm out the way. 4 and 5 actually. Furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by Adonai Yahusha, as you have received of us how you ought to walk and to please Yahuwah. How are we not teaching each other anymore? Are we not exhorting each other anymore? Everybody's a brew now. Everybody's a brew. Everybody, I'm so sick of hearing Hebrew and then they're not living it. You know, Ox showed me Kodak Black with the zits on. As wicked as he want to be, but he in an ISUPK assembly with zits on. We have to guard the way we walk. We have to, as brothers, we have to check each other on the way we walk. So you would abound more and more. For you know what commandments we gave you by Adonai Yahusha. For this is the will of Yahuwah, even your sanctification, that you should abstain from fornication. From every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and in honor. Not in the lust of, boy, this word, man, it always tear me up. Concupiscence. As other people who know not Yahuwah. That no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter. Wow. Because that Yahuwah is an avenger of all such. For we have been forewarned you and testified. For Yah has not called us to uncleanness, but to kadoshness. He therefore that despise not man, but Yahuwah, who has also given us his Ruh HaKadosh. But as touching brotherly love, you need not that I write unto you, for you yourselves are taught of Yahuwah to love one another. For indeed you do it towards all the brethren, which are in Macedonia. But we beseech you, brethren, that you increase more and more, that you study to be quiet and do your own business, and work with your own hands, as we commanded you, that you may walk honestly towards them that are outside. That's for those who ain't believers. See, everything that we do, whether on our job, whether in the streets, that people see us walk honestly. They see our life when they're outside of this. It should match up to the kadoshness that's in Yahuwah. Man, it's good. But that you may have lack of nothing. I would not that you be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that you sorrow not, even as others who have no assurance. We can't be sad when we're walking in this if we have the assurance of Yahuwah. Man. For if we believe that Yahusha died and rose again, even so them which are asleep in Yahusha will Yahuwah bring with him. For this we say unto you by word of Yahuwah, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of Yahuwah shall not prevent them which are asleep. For Yah himself shall descend from the Shemayim with a shout. Same thing he did, 19. Same thing prophesied in Hanuk. Same thing that Shaul is saying thousands of years from us. It's the same thing. But this prophecy, the root keeps waking us up to this. And if he still tarries after this, people will be saying, man, I remember videos saying that he's coming. You know what I'm saying? I remember people in the street saying he's coming. But it still doesn't stop the fact that he's coming. With the voice of an archangel and with the shofar of Yahuwah, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain, this is where they get this rapture, and it does not even say that, shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, not in the Shemayim. We meet them, we assemble with them, and then we are prepared to come back down to meet Yah in the air. That's what we're waiting for, his appearing. So shall we ever be with YAHUAH. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. But of the times and seasons, brothers, you have no need that I write unto you. For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of YAHUAH so comes as a thief in the night. So if 1,000 years is that but a day to him, then why are we looking for a certain day when we should just be ready at all times? For when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But you, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Why? Because we walk in the light. We walk in obedience to the Torah. That's the light. We're not in YAHUSHA. We're not in darkness. Man. Therefore, let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken at night. But let us, who are in the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of the belief and love, and for a helmet, the assurance of YAHUSHA. For YAHUAH has not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Adonai HaMashiach. We are not appointed to wrath. We keeping the feast. Hallelujah. We're not appointed to it. We know him because we keep his commandments. Man, this is beautiful. Who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as you also do. And we beseech you, brothers, to know them which labor among you. That's good stuff. Gotta know each other. That's right there in the book. And I over you in YAHUAH, and I admonish you, and to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake. And be at peace among yourselves. Be at shalom. Be at peace among yourselves. They should not see us bickering and arguing over foolishness. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly. We're supposed to warn them who are not walking according to the book. Comfort the feeble-minded. Support the weak. Be patient towards all men. See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. Rejoicing evermore. Pray without ceasing. Not be prayed up. That's a secular term. You never stop praying.
Keep it going.
Gotta pray without ceasing. And in everything give thanks. For this is the will of YAHUAH in YAHUSHA HaMashiach concerning you. Quench not the rule. Despise not prophesying. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. Abstain from all appearance of evil. And YAHUAH Shalom sanctify you wholly. And I pray to YAHUAH that your whole rule and soul and body be preserved blameless to the coming of our Adonai Yahusha HaMashiach. Why is he praying for your spirit, soul, and body? Because all of them are going to reap the rewards here. Your whole being, that's what your being is. That word soul doesn't really give you the full essence. Your whole being will be preserved unto YAHUAH. Loyal is he that calls you, and who will also do it. Brethren, pray for us. Greet all the brothers with a Kadash kiss. I charge you by YAHUAH that this book be read to all the Kadash brethren, and the Hasad of our Adonai Yahusha HaMashiach be with you. Amen. He coming. And I barak Yahuwah that we on this side. But even being on this side, we got to make an effort to reach out to those on that side. To be an example to those who are without and do the work. It's a lot of people wanting to come in. And it's a lot of testimonies that we can share about people who are desiring to know the truth and understand the truth and be led by the same route that's leading us. We have a job to do. And Trumpets, man, 7th month, first day of the 7th month, man, Barak Yahuwah. We see it. We know his times. We're not ignorant of the times and seasons. This is big stuff. So we feast big today, and we prepare ourselves for atonement, bringing ourselves back in subjection with YAHUAH again, and Sukkot, where we tabernacle with him, because he's coming to tabernacle with us. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
For all who watching, we love y'all. Thank you for wanting to fellowship. And you know, one day we're gonna be all together, man, doing this big. But we gotta make sure we keep our eyes on the prize. Hallelujah. Habu Shalom.